Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. I personally am about to have an amazing day, and that is because in today's video we are going to be doing all of the fall things. I'm going to be decorating, I'm going to be shopping, probably baking, reading fall books, and just a ton of other fun seasonal things that I am absolutely stoked about. This is also the first non-moving vlog that I'm filming in my brand new apartment, so if you didn't see the first moving vlog that I uploaded, you should definitely go check out that video. But with that all being said, that means that my apartment is currently nowhere where I want it to be. We've only lived here for about a week, so we still have a lot of unpacking to do. It's not decorated, it's not really organized, so you guys are just gonna have to bear with me on some of those things. And also in general with that, I'm trying not to be too hard on myself because I just want it to be all done and perfect and pretty and nice, like right in this moment, but that's just generally not realistic at all. So anyways, today we are going to be going out and I'm going to be doing a little bit of decoration shopping. Not too much because honestly these decorations aren't going to be up for too long, but I still do want the apartment to feel like fall. I looked through my decorations that I already have and I don't have a ton, but I have a lot of candles and a lot of pumpkins. I am not allowed to buy single candle or pumpkin today. I do, however, have a little bit of a list that I do want to buy. I want a fall mug or like a glass. I surprisingly enough don't have one, and I love drinking hot tea, so I'd at least like one to drink my hot tea in every day. Possibly a fall blanket or a cute like leaf or pumpkin pillow to put in my reading chair because I think that would be really fun. Also some cute fall hand towels. If we don't find any of these things, honestly, like, I'm not super heartbroken because again, these aren't going to be up for a crazy long amount of time, and I do indeed already have other stuff to decorate with, but these are the things kind of just on the agenda I'm looking for today. Also gonna go to Aldi today for some fall treats just to see what they have. They also sometimes have little decor things as well, so I wanted to look in that section too, and then probably gonna hit up some other places as well just to see what they have. I also want to go to Barnes and pick up a book because Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber came out today, and I want to go get that. I believe that is everything that I'm gonna be doing while I'm out and about today. Who knows though, where the wind might sway me? We really do never know. So I guess I better go ahead and leave the house and we can find out together. Let's go. I just finished up all my shopping besides book shopping, and it is the perfect day to do this because it actually feels like fall. Like, it's kind of just like a muggy, cloudy day. It's been raining on and off, but I love that kind of weather. Like, I love being able to wear a sweater and not absolutely sweat my ass off. Regarding home stuff, I think I actually got everything I was looking for, which I'm really happy about. And I'm actually in the Barnes & Noble parking lot right now, but I figured before we go in, I could show you what I got from Aldi and we could try some of the snacks because I'm feeling a little hungry, okay? And I'm honestly pretty excited to try these. The one thing that I got there that wasn't a snack was this cute little crochet kit. It's just like a crochet pumpkin. I'm still like a novice regarding crocheting, but I have crocheted a few things. So I've seen a lot of these kits around. There's like those Woobles kits, and then I saw these at Aldi, and I think it was only like $4. So I was like, why the heck not? It honestly just seems like a fun thing that I can craft up sometime this fall. A little nervous. I mean, it does say that it's 14 and up. Do I trust that? Don't really know, because sometimes these things are like absolutely impossible. Like, does that mean it's 14 and up and I've been crocheting since I was like the age of 10? Or does that mean it's 14 and up and I've never touched your crochet hook and I'll be fine? I guess we'll have to figure out together eventually whenever I do this. But I'm excited for this, and hopefully it turns out okay, because this would be a cute decor piece to put up maybe next year. Snack wise, I ended up getting the pumpkin spice covered pretzels. I love chocolate covered pretzels, so I think I would like these. Let's go ahead and try these first. They smell really good. Okay, I don't know. I feel like I don't hate them, but I'm also like not in love with them. I feel like the smell is throwing me off a little bit. Like, they definitely smell more pumpkin than taste pumpkin. They kind of just taste like white chocolate with like a little hint of pumpkin. I don't know, I feel like I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10, considering it's just like not as fall tasting as I was really hoping, but I mean, like, they're still good. Just kind of average, honestly. And then from the same brand, I got the pumpkin spice sandwich creams, which are just kind of like Oreos, but they're pumpkin slice flavored. I'll be honest, I don't know why the color in the middle is so off-putting. Like, it looks orange and pumpkin-y, but it looks like exactly like pumpkin puree, so I think I'm just a little nervous. Although I put pumpkin puree in like everything I bake in the fall, so I don't know why I'm that nervous. Let's try them. They're good. They certainly have like a pumpkin aroma, you know. They just don't really taste pumpkin-y though. And I love pumpkin flavored things, so I feel like I am a little bit disappointed. It's kind of like the same thing with the pretzels, to be completely honest. Like, it's kind of like they just took a regular blonde Oreo and just dyed the inside of the cream orange, you know. But like, again, they're good, so no complaints here. Probably also give these a 5 out of 10. Maybe a 6 out of 10, because I think these taste better than the other ones. But anyways, that is everything that I got from Aldi. I will show you guys what I got for decorating and stuff whenever we actually decorate in this video. But yeah, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and pop into Barnes and see what books I find. As you can tell, I'm back from Barnes & Noble, and it is haul time. I, of course, first and foremost, got Miss Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. I'm just so excited to read this. Happy release day to my queen, Stephanie Garber. I think that the special edition cover is really stunning. I love the green and the pink, and I do like the green sprayed edges. I don't think that every single book needs to have a sprayed edge, and normally I don't just love a plain sprayed edge. Like, normally I want like a little bit more zest, a little bit more flavor, but I love green. So I'm honestly a sucker for it. I'm really excited for this. I might read this in this vlog. Who really knows? We'll see what kind of mood I'm in. The second book I got is also on my fall TBR, Berry Bones and Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. Ever since I read Addie LaRue by her, I just want to read everything she's ever written. It also says it's a signed edition, which is pretty cool, actually. I also need to take all these stickers off before I forget to, but I'm really excited for this. This is about vampires, and I wanted this to be at least in my possession for the month of October, because I do want to read off of my October TBR, obviously, but if I'm feeling something vampy, I want this to be something I can grab when I'm feeling that way. So I'm happy that this is now in my possession, and I really do want to read it soon. And the last book I got was actually for Luke. It is the final book that is currently out in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, which is the 7th book called This Inevitable Ruin. These are by Matt Dinniman. He has loved this series, and he's actually already read this book. He read it on my Kindle, but he wanted the newer editions, and the newest edition of this came out, I think, a few weeks ago in late September. So I went ahead and picked this up for him since I was already at Barnes today, and he was very excited to get this copy. Those are all the books that I ended up getting. Now let's go ahead and get into our fall decor haul. I believe everything else that I'm about to show you is from Hobby Lobby. I didn't really find anything homey at Aldi. I went to Home Goods, didn't really find anything. That's like my style. And I also went to TJ Maxx a few days ago, didn't really find anything either. And I feel like I'm very picky whenever it comes to fall decor, because I want it to be fall. I don't want it to be Halloween. I don't want it to be scary. I don't want it to feel like how my mom would decorate for Halloween, if you know what I mean. And I just really want it to be cozy. So I'm really picky with the fall decor that I go for, but I think I found everything that I was looking for, which I'm really happy about. And they had a 40% off sale. We love a sale. I've been looking all over for the perfect fall mug, and I've wanted something more like vintagey, or I guess antique inspired. And this is also a mug that I can use all year round too if I really want to. It is so stinking cute. It's also a really good size for me to have my tea in the morning and at night. It's white, and it's got a bunch of brown, like floral, leafy details on it, and I just think it's really cute and fell in love with it when I saw it. So I'm really, really excited about this. I also found some hand towels that I like, so I was pretty happy about that. Just got 3 of them in this pack. This little pumpkin pillow is gonna go on my reading chair. I think it's gonna be
be really cute to have like a fall decoration theme for my reading chair because I've never really done that before. And I've seen these pumpkin pillows around and I feel like this is just a great size, and orange is so fall. So had to get it for my reading chair. And last but certainly not least for my reading chair as well, I ended up getting this cute little blanket. I love plaid. I feel like plaid is so fall, especially with flannel. So I thought this was really cute. She's got orange, some red, some green, and it's really soft. So I'm really excited to use this. That is everything that I ended up getting today. I think I'm going to decorate tomorrow, which will be super fun. I'm excited for that. But I think that tonight I really want to focus on finishing the book that I'm currently reading. So I'm going to wash this mug, make some tea, and we're going to go get cozy in my reading chair, and I'll chat with you guys about my current read. I'm currently reading If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia, and I feel like this is a perfect fall romance. It's like a Hallmark movie, but done right and adapted to a book, like the right way in my opinion. It's not too cheesy. There's real things going on, but it's also very atmospheric for the fall, so I'm enjoying that a lot. I love a small town romance. It's also slow burn, which I enjoy a lot too. And it's also set in the 90s, so there's so many little things happening that are very particular to the 90s, like a video store or making certain references to movies and music and just things that were very popular during that time. I think a Tamagotchi was mentioned at one point, and I thought that was really funny. But this is dual POV, and we're following our two main characters, Cliff and Michelle. Michelle's mom just passed away, and before she passed away, her mom and dad owned a bed and breakfast in this small town. So Michelle offers to take it over and run it for a little while, and she's also newly divorced, and while she's in the small town, she ends up running into Cliff, who is her neighbor. He is a single dad, and he's also divorced. He has two girls, and it takes a little bit of time, but they end up becoming friends, and he ends up helping her run the bed and breakfast. And I feel like these two characters just really like each other, like are really supposed to be together, and I'm really rooting for them. That's always what I'm looking for in a romance. This is my first book ever by Julie Olivia, but she gives the dog Rocket a voice in this book, so Michelle and Rocket kind of like talk to each other in a way, which I think is kind of funny and just like adds a fun little touch to Michelle's inner dialogue, being able to talk to her dog. I thought I had under 100 pages left, but it looks like I have more than 100 pages left, unfortunately, because I feel like I'm at a point in the book where like I'm kind of thinking it could end soon with the trajectory of where we're at, which does make me a little bit worried. I guess there's 492 pages and I am on page 383. So interested to see what ends up happening and why it is so long. I mean, I've read other romance books that are like 400 plus pages, but just with how things are going, like I've already said, I'm just wondering why we have so many extra pages and what we're going to go through with these characters. Also, the cover of this one is absolutely stunning and gorgeous. This is probably my favorite fall-esque book cover that I've seen released this year. It is absolutely stunning. Although I think Hannah Bonham Young's People Watching might be a close second, or they're like neck and neck. I don't even know if I'm going to read that book now though, because I read the synopsis on the back and I just don't think it's for me. But anyways, we're talking about this book. I really do want to try and finish this tonight and read it before I go to bed, because I do want to return this to the library tomorrow, so I'll have final thoughts for you guys then.
I finished If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia last night, and I did enjoy it. I think I would probably rate it like a solid 4-star romance. I think that whenever I started, I honestly wasn't in a huge romance mood, and I need to stop doing that to myself. Just reading books in general whenever I'm not in the mood for them, even if they're on my TBR or not. But I was feeling a little bit pressured because I do have to return this to my library today, so I wanted to finish it. And I feel like even though I wasn't in a huge romance mood, I still did end up enjoying it, and like more towards the beginning half was whenever I was feeling that way. But once I got to like the middle, I was really starting to like the characters and connect more and more with them. And I was just rooting for the romance in general. So I feel like that says a lot about Julie Olivia and the storytelling and the writing. The fact that I wasn't in a mood for this book and I still did enjoy it a lot. not. I think there's definitely a lot of realer moments sprinkled into this book. A lot of our characters have real life things that have happened to them and just deeper things that makes the romance to me mean a lot more. I feel like the relationships were a little bit more complex, which I enjoyed. I really like both main characters. I was rooting for them the entire time. I think that it was a little long in my opinion, but it also like made sense for the characters in the story. I just think that it kept on like dragging out a little bit longer. And I also will say, if you think that you've missed the chance to read this because you've been prioritizing other fall reads, this book does mainly take place in the fall time, but it's also over so many months that you go through Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and even New Year's with them. So if you haven't read it yet, I definitely think that now, like the later fall months, would be the perfect time to read it just because of the other holidays and things coming up being in this book as well. This was overall a very sweet and cozy romance, and I do recommend it for the fall time. But now we're gonna go ahead and get into decorating. I do have my decor box down here from years past, and I've got a lot of pumpkins, which again is why I wasn't allowed to buy any pumpkins yesterday because we have quite a few in here. And I do already have some fall candles sprinkled around the apartment, so I won't show you those. You'll just see them out and about. But I also have these. We have some glass candle holders that we got for our wedding that we like to use every once in a while, and so I'm gonna bring those back out for the fall time. These are from last year. Then I'm gonna do a mix of orange, and then I have some white ones that are still old from our wedding. This little gnome guy is so stinking cute. Love him. And I also have some pillows and stuff too. So yeah, I feel like we should just get on into decorating. I am officially all decorated for fall. I will say I didn't really put any of my pumpkins up or my cute little gnome just because I don't really have anywhere to put it right now. Because at this moment in time, we don't have everything like fully unpacked or everything else decorated. So I didn't want to get out all the pumpkins and make more of a mess for myself. And I'm about to decorate for Christmas too very soon. So I didn't put out all of my decorations, but I feel like I've hit a happy medium where it still feels like really cozy and the decorations are giving fall even if it's still 80 degrees outside. Anyways, I feel like for this segment in the vlog, we could talk about some of my fall favorites. This is kind of going back to the OG 2014 YouTube with the favorite style videos. I loved watching YouTube back in the day. I still love it today, obviously too. But I figured instead of making those their own separate videos, I could just implement them more into my vlogs like this. I have a bunch of different things on my list that I want to share with you guys. First one being what you guys saw last night. I was watching the show Discovery of Witches on Netflix. It is so good. I have always been obsessed with anything witchy, and when I saw this show, I heard it was based off of a book series. I feel like there's so many books that I want to read that are witchy, and since the show's already out, I decided to end up watching the show, especially because it has really good ratings. It is so good. It's kind of giving me like Vampire Diaries vibes with like the political system and the magic and the different creatures, but there's also just like its own essence that makes the show just like uniquely its own. But also the main male character, Matthew, are you joking me? During the first season, like I think it took me maybe 2 episodes to absolutely fall in love with him. He's amazing. He's incredible. Love him to death. Love him to bits and pieces. Highly, highly, highly recommend if you're looking for something just like witchy and vibey to watch during the fall time. That would be perfect. There's not also a ton of episodes, so you could probably get through it rather quickly. I also loved watching Charmed whenever I was growing up, which if you know what Charmed was, it was just about like these 3 sisters who are witches and there are demons and other creatures. I honestly don't remember that much about it because I was so young whenever I watched it, but I kind of want to rewatch that as an adult. I don't know if I'll save that for next year, but another thing I want to watch because I've heard it has great vibes is Practical Magic. Sandra Bullock is in that, and anything with Sandra Bullock in it, like, it's gotta be good. It's just like an instant fact. But I really do want to watch Practical Magic before the fall season is over. Also been watching The Vampire Diaries with my husband Luke. It's his first time watching, probably like my 4th or 5th. Love the show. It is perfect for the fall season. It gives the best fall vibes. I've also been wanting to read and already have read a lot of witchy books this season, but we'll talk about that in other videos. Next, I want to talk about some clothing favorites, and we're gonna start out with vests. I love a puffer vest like this. This is a black one. It's from Old Navy, but I did thrift this from Goodwill a few years ago. Vests like this are perfect for me, especially later in the fall season, because it gets really cold here where I live. And instead of having to put on your full coat and ruin your outfit, you can just put on one of these and you're like the perfect temperature. Plus, I feel like they're really cute. I also have this one in red that my friend Brooke gave to me, but that one fits me super well too. If you're looking for a good vest, highly recommend Old Navy. Another fall clothing favorite is stripes. This green striped top from Princess Polly, I am absolutely obsessed with. It is the perfect like baggy oversized fit. It's also a really light material, so it's been a great fall transition piece whenever it's still a little bit hotter outside. Love this color green. Love this top so much. This next piece I actually wore in the vlog yesterday. It is this blue striped sweater. It is so comfortable. I love the buttons. I feel like it's a little bit different than a lot of the other sweatshirts I have, and it's also just so incredibly soft. This is from American Eagle, but I did get it on clearance a few months ago. I also have this striped t-shirt that I've been loving. This is from the Common Room shop. Not only are the colors amazing, but it also has Book Lover embroidered on it, which I think is a really cute touch. And it is honestly just so stinking cute. Hallie, you outdid yourself with this one. This next piece of clothing is also a striped piece, but it's kind of going into the next thing I want to talk about, and that is waffle knit tops. This one specifically is from American Eagle. I bought this a few months ago. It is so perfect for the fall because it's lightweight, but you still get the coziness of wearing something long sleeved. And again, I'm loving the stripes. It is so perfect and cozy. I also have these two tops that I've had for a while. This white waffle knit top is from Arian, and it also has like the thumb holes, which is super fun. I actually got this whenever I worked there. I can't even remember how long that's been now. 5 years ago now, which is actually crazy, but I love, love, love this top. And then we also have this one that I thrifted a long time ago as well, just in gray. I think this is actually a men's top. It says it's from Cherokee, but it is just so incredibly cozy. I love wearing these with leggings. I feel like they just fit over top leggings perfectly. My next and last clothing favorite are actually socks. These are Life is Good socks. I bought these on a whim at TJ Maxx a while ago because I was just looking for more crew socks that aren't gonna fall down whenever I wear my sneakers. And these are like the perfect thickness, and they also have like really cute designs on them. They're not just plain white, even though a few plain white ones do come in the pack. This one is more of a tan color. This one has cute little sunflowers on them, and then this one is a green and white gingham. I love these because you guys know how much I love green. Literally wearing green right now. Two of these tote bags have green on them as well. I very much love green very loudly. They're not too thick, they're not too thin. They're the perfect thickness and keep my feet warm. I love these. My next favorite is my fall playlist on Spotify. I love making seasonal playlists specifically and taking off songs and adding songs every single year that fit that year's vibe and what music I'm into that year. I feel like I've been doing that with this specific playlist for a long time, and I love this year's playlist. It is so good. It has been on repeat anytime I go anywhere or really do anything in my house that I want to listen to music while I'm doing it. There's some oldies, there's some new songs on there. I'll leave it linked down below if you guys are interested in listening to it. Next we have pumpkin flavored things. 10 times out of 10 during the fall season, if there's a pumpkin flavored option for something, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna wanna bake a pumpkin thing right after I eat it and enjoy it because it always reminds me how much I love pumpkin and how much I devour it every single season. Pumpkin is such an unmatched thing to put in a baked good because it just makes things so moist and soft and like decadent, and it's just, it's so good. Petition to keep baking things with pumpkin puree during all times of the year. I think I might start that. And then my last favorite is tea. I normally drink hot tea in the really cold months every morning. Sometimes I do in the summer, sometimes I don't, just depending on how hot it is, just in general. Two specific tea favorites that I have. One, hot chai. I only have hot chai in the fall and winter because when it's warm, I'm having an iced chai, but a hot chai hits like no other. A lot of places don't do iced chais well. There are very few places that I trust to go in my area, and I know I'm gonna get a good iced chai every single time, but almost everywhere I go for a hot chai, I get a great one every single time, and I feel so lucky for that, being a part of the chai community, that the hot chais just like never do me wrong. They are so good. I had so many in Michigan whenever we went like last weekend. I also had my first one of the fall season there, and every single one I had was just so good. The other tea that I've really been loving recently is spearmint tea. I've been drinking this before bed whenever I'm trying to wind down like a few hours before I go to bed, or either reading my book or watching a TV show, and it is just so nice to have like a nightly drink. It makes me feel so cozy and warm. It's caffeine free, and spearmint tea is also said to help with anxiety and acne as well. So I've really been loving it. I feel like my acne has gotten a little bit better with it, but I also feel like I haven't drank it for a super long time for me to like fully say that. But I've really been loving drinking this before bed, and I think those are all of my fall favorites. I've been reading Bloodmarked by Tracy Deonn for the past few days, and I've really been enjoying it. This is the second book in the Legendborn cycle. I feel like I've been saying trilogy, but apparently there's gonna be 4 4 books now, and I only really realized that whenever I was looking more into it as I started the second book. But there's currently 3 books out right now, and I really enjoyed the first one, and the second one I'm enjoying even more. I feel like Tracy Deonn just has this writing that's genuinely just so bingeable for a fantasy author. This magic system to me is a little bit hard to follow. I had to do a lot of research before going into this one. I think I read like 30 pages of this. I was like, I'm confused. I had to do a ton of research, which is totally fine because I like understanding things and I find it very interesting whenever I fully understand a fantasy world and the magic system. So I did that. I restarted it, and now I'm reaching for my Kindle because I've actually been reading it on here because I have it on Libby. I'm currently 55% of the way through, and I've really been enjoying it. It's so fun. I feel like the first 30% was really bingeable. Like, I didn't want to put it down, but now the past 20% has been a little bit less fast paced, but I understand why, because we're learning specific new things and different parts of the story. Like, I'm not bored. It's just a little bit less bingeable, but a fantasy book being bingeable in the first place, I feel like is a great feat just because there's so much going on. Sorry about that. My camera battery did indeed die, but anyways, Legendborn is following our main character, Bree. We only have 1 POV so far, but I really hope we get more POVs throughout the series. At the beginning of the first book, she is grieving the loss of her mother, and she's going to an early college program, so she's only 16, and she gets accepted because she's super smart, and this is at the University of North Carolina, UNC. And one of her first nights on campus, she ends up going to a party. She ends up being at the wrong place at the wrong time, and is slowly kind of figuring out that there's a lot of other things going on at this college. She figures out that there's secret societies, and then she ends up joining one to try and figure out more of what's going on, and it is just such an interestingly well done fantasy. This is also a King Arthur retelling, and I'm just really enjoying it. I do want to continue reading this physically tonight, but I think for a little bit, just because I have read this for quite a bit today, I'm going to take a break and listen to the audiobook and color. So I figured we could do a little bit of coloring together. I did start a page a few days ago, and it's kind of like a fall inspired page, and I'm really proud of it so far. The page that we're going to work on today is in the Cocowayo Cozy Friends Cute and Comfy coloring book, and this is the page that I've already started. I kind of wish that I would have done more fall-esque trees and bushes and the grass, but at the same time, I really like how the green looks, and I feel like it's going to make more of the fall colors pop. So I want to do a lot of fall accent colors. I mean, like the apples and the pumpkins and the carrots themselves are already kind of fall accent colors, so I feel like it looks good. I also tried a new technique with the greenery that I really like, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out. So I think for now, I'm gonna go ahead and listen to the Bloodmarked audiobook while I'm continuing this page. Here is the finished product. It's really cute. I think that I still wish that I would have done the fall colors, like I said whenever I was talking to you guys about this page originally, doing just like fall leaf colors, or at least doing like a blend into fall colors. But even though I didn't do that, I feel like it still turned out really good. I was questioning last night what I wanted to do with like this little house, and I made it into more of like a little cottage, which I think turned out really well. And I did my first ever like cobblestone type of pattern that I think turned out really well too. I just did like blobs with the different colors colors I was using and made sure there was like a little bit of space between them, and then I ended up outlining them with my white gel pen. And I also did the wooden details on the door, this part of the house, the wheelbarrow, and the tree as well. I love doing the wood details and just like my white accent details with my white pen too. Even though, you know, they might not be placed perfectly every single time, but they're fun to do, and I feel like they kind of make the page come a little bit more to life. I also might go back to this page and do something else with the sky because I feel like it's just kind of bland compared to the rest of the page, but other than that, I really like how it turned out and I think it's really cute. Do you need to come up here?
Here.
How sweet. She wants to be a part of the video. Yesterday, we went to the pumpkin patch, as you guys saw, and we both got some pumpkins. I'm not gonna lie, yours is better than mine.
Really?
Like,
I think yours is better.
Really?
Yours is definitely gonna be easier to paint.
You think so? I don't know.
Yeah.
Mine has like some sap and stuff on it too.
It's
a little...
Mine looks more picturesque and
It looks like perfect. I mean, we could trade.
no.
Okay,
I
yeah.
like
So you know
the-
yours is better. You know
No,
yours is
I like
better.
the challenge. Look, it's got like a little lump on this, and it's like, ooh.
Cute, cute, cute. We're gonna be painting pumpkins today though. I'm very excited. I have zero idea what I'm gonna do, but Millie just sat down right next to us. Hi, Clean. Like I was saying though, I have zero idea what I'm gonna do. But Luke has an idea, he just won't tell me. Secrets keeper.
Yeah, it's ambitious, so it's either gonna be really good or really funny, is what I told her.
I love that for you.
We'll see.
We will. Let's just get started. Let's go. Alright, we are all finished. Here are pumpkins. Okay, I kind of went like just cute little Halloween-esque cartoony images with some stars.
I try to go for like a haunted sunset kind of like field thing, graveyard situation.
Little scape.
Yeah, a landscape maybe is the word, with a yellow brick road, I guess.
I like yours. I think yours is cool.
I think it's okay. It looks better. It looks good from this distance on the camera. So.
Luke really wants you guys to vote which one
Vote.
you think is better.
Vote.
So
Katie thinks mine looks like Picasso or something.
I think it looks really, really
And
cool.
I think it just looks like a 5-year-old painted it, and hers.
That's what I think about mine. So
Well-
I don't know. I think mine's cute. I also had no idea what I was gonna do until like the last minute, but I had fun in painting it, so I feel like that's all that matters.
Yeah.
We also watched Moana 2 while we did it, instead of watching a Halloween movie, of course. And honestly, it wasn't bad.
No Lin-Manuel Miranda on the soundtrack though.
Yeah. Rip my man Lin, you know. Love you, King.
Too busy writing Hamilton too.
It's not happening. Heard it here first, guys. We know
Hamilton 2
Lin.
announcement.
Yeah, we know Lin very personally, so sorry to break the news, Lin. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here. If you watched until this far in the video, what should I comment down below?
I mean, is there a pumpkin?
Yeah, there's a
That
pumpkin
feels
emoji,
appropriate.
little jack-o'-lantern. Follow my socials. Those are always linked down below. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. See you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. I don't know why I waved like that. I never wave like that. Another fall favorite is allergies. Here we go. Melly. Oh, dear God. Hi, Melly.